Hey everybody, coming to you here today. We're going to try a recipe from AmazingRibs.com. And I unfortunately have to change it just a little bit because we don't have the exact ingredients and it's Sunday and we don't buy stuff on Sunday. And I have everything that they're saying except not in the exact way that they have it. And I don't have rosemary powder because I don't like the taste of rosemary. So we've got us some delicious pork ribs here. David has already tried to take off as much membrane as he could, and I've actually already started mixing the rub together. So far the ingredients say that it's 3/4 cup firmly packed dark brown sugar. I don't have dark, but I have light brown sugar from Western Family, so that's what I used. And then it says 3/4 cups of white sugar. I've already got that in there. A 1/2 cup of American paprika. I didn't even know that there were different types of paprika. So our paprika is just the one that we buy from Sam's Club, and it's Spanish style. I didn't realize that there was a difference. A 1/4 cup of garlic powder. I have granulated garlic and I like it, so I'm going to use that. I've already put that in. So next is 2 tablespoons of ground black pepper, 2 tablespoons of ground ginger powder, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, and 2 teaspoons of rosemary powder. Again, we don't have rosemary, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to get those going. Now, I'm going to mix that together. We've got that brown sugar that we need to break up because it was firmly packed.
When it has the red part, oh.
It's okay. I'm just breaking up the sugar now. So that way
Hi everybody.
So I can actually mix it all in. I was trying to do it with the whisk, but the sugar was just making it a little bit difficult. I decided to substitute some ground sage for the rosemary. I know that it's probably a very different flavor, but in smelling it, they smell like they would go. So I'm just gonna do 1 tablespoon instead of doing 2 tablespoons. And if it's ruined, then it's my fault. But I'm pretty sure that that's gonna taste good. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and actually, before I put the rub on it, we're gonna go ahead and put salt. Just gonna salt these babies and I'm gonna let them sit for an hour, and that way it'll have that salt inside of the meat versus just on top with the rub. It's freezing over here. It's 15 degrees. David wants to let these sit outside.
The dry air will help pull the salt into the meat.
Mom's burying it with salt. Now she flips it over and she's gonna do the other side with salt. Temperature.
Yep.
The reason why it was bone side up is because you're supposed to take off the membrane on the ribs so that way it doesn't get chewy after they're done. But it's always a pain in the butt, and I always see these videos of people being able to grab them and rip off the entire membrane. I've never had that luck. So I was like, I'm gonna try scoring it and see if that will break up the chewiness. It'll almost be like the chewiness of a sausage casing, but not enough to actually be annoying when you're eating it. So we'll see what happens.
We're not going to do roast because we want to do a slow bake. So we're going to do 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to let that go ahead and heat up, and we'll be back after. Okay, so this is our makeshift rack holder. This is actually for roasting a turkey. We ended up putting a cooling rack. And David pushed these in so that they would fit. Technically they actually didn't fit, but he pushed them perfectly so that they can stand up, and this way you can see that it's higher. And so because they are so big, we are going to end up cutting them so that way we can have them standing up.
That way we can get both racks
on at once
in the
oven.
at the same time. I'm taking this out so it doesn't burn and melt onto my pan.
Maybe we should put foil underneath.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do that and then be right back. Okay, we're back and we have it foiled and ready to stack. What are you doing?
Putting water.
Why?
Because
To steam it?
keep them moist.
Okay, awesome. Just want the explanation.
Doesn't have to be a lot of water.
Especially where we're cooking it at such a low temperature.
But
All
just
right.
to keep it a little bit humid. Bone down? Bone up? I don't know. I don't think it matters. Go with that.
Oh, look at Frida. Look at Frida. Oh, yeah. Oh, here comes Thanos. Thanos wants some too, huh, Thanos?
If you guys want, we could maybe even give them. I was talking to Mom and Dad. That you guys want.
There we go.
What, Frida?
That works.
Oh, are you growling because you want some? Huh? Is that what you want, Frida?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Thanos.
That works.
Alright, we just gonna leave him like that then?
No, we just gotta foil over.
Okay, we're gonna foil over.
Boil over. Mom and Dad really like flavor.
Yes, we do.
It's 14 degrees outside.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go outside and smoke ribs.
Okay, it's good to go. What?
The corner's loose.
No, it's not.
No, it's not?
No. It's just a lot of foil.
Here we go. 73 hours.
It's been 2 hours and 50 minutes
Yeah.
at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Doing a check right now.
Since we're doing 2 sets of ribs, most people only do 2.5 hours at that time, but it's only for 1.
There we go.
Really good. So good.
Let's get a little close up. A little close. All right, David's gonna check the temperature. Hard part is there's a bunch of bone.
This is the thickest one, and there's no bone right there. Done. 148, 150. I don't know if you caught that.
I did.
So now we'll just bump this up 400.
Somebody's pulling on my earring. Okay, there's 400. Well, it's going up to 400 now, so we can put it in. For how long?
15, 20, 30 minutes. Depends on how we want the crust to be.
Yeah. Can you help me? He's pulling on my earring.
Hey. Ouch. Ouchies. Ouchies, mommy.
Thanks. He's so mad that Daddy made him stop.
And then I guess,
Say hi.
do we want to do a barbecue on there as well, or no? We just want to go straight dry rub.
I think we could do dry rub, and then if we want, we can add barbecue on the side. I mean, we could even try it now, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're done. It's cooked.
What fat? It's a lot of sugar. I just did what the recipe said.
It's a very sweet one. It's good.
It was a Memphis, Tennessee one, I think. I feel like it needs some heat.
Yeah.
We should do one of them with cayenne.
We can kick these two, kick some cayenne onto them.
Yeah. Okay.
These are gonna be good. They're not gonna be like fall off the bone,
Yeah.
but they're gonna be that nice clean bone. You can suck the meat right off of them.
Yeah. David's hair in preparation for Halloween. We're also already planning next year.
Yeah.
In case you think we're not crazy enough, we've already thought about what we're gonna do next year, and we're thinking of being just all Disney villains, and yeah, and so we're thinking that for David, maybe even doing Hades, which means that he would continue to let his hair grow.
Because I need it to be like this long, so that way I can dye it blue.
Yes, and that'll be so much fun, but we haven't decided quite yet. So we have one more week, because after Halloween he'll either hate it too much and want to just chop it all off, or we'll leave it for next year and he'll just have to deal with it, and I'll probably be doing a lot more braids throughout the year, so that way he's not with it in his face, because he can't stand that.
Yeah. Right now it falls right here, and I'm at work. They'll stab my eyeball. And I'm like,
oh my gosh. All right. We're going to wait for this then to get to, or the oven to get to 400. We're going to add some cayenne to these, because I do want a little more heat on that, and I just feel like that's too sweet. So not my favorite rub. I'm also kind of picky. I probably should have just gone with what I wanted to do anyway.
that's what I told you to do.
I just wanted to follow a recipe, but I guess we'll find out once it's a little more, I don't know.
Once you get a bark on it.
Yeah, maybe that'll make a difference. I like the
Because once
heat.
it does need some heat, but too, with that sugar, once it gets to this higher temperature, this sugar can crystallize and caramelize and get hard. Because right now it's been too soft to do it.
Okay.
It's been too low.
All right.
So it might be great. Who knows?
Cayenne, here we come.
Yeah.
All right. 400 degrees. And then they went. So we'll let that cook for
About 5:30.
30, 40 minutes. Oh, somebody doesn't like staying down. Say hi. Say, Mommy, I don't like this. Here. Aw, he's been extra fussy lately. Maybe he's teething, or I don't know. But he's just so cute. Okay, you ready? I'll pick you up. Say bye, everybody. So David decided to jump the gun. Now let me know what he's doing.
I'm just flipping them up, so that way the meat size can get hit real quick. Because before it's just been the bone size.
Now we're gonna make some fried rice. Fried rice, my friends. All right.
It's because I started going this way, and then I went this way.
This is David cutting.
Chef Boyardee right here. I make ratatouille look good.
Not Michelin status, just Chef Boyardee status.
Exactly.
All right, let's toss those in the... Where are my garlics? Take this off the heat for a minute while he destroys these garlics a little too hard.
See, it's not coming off very fast.
It's because you're supposed to smush it lightly.
Lightly, and then build
Oh
the
my
garlics.
Yeah.
Something's gonna fall down.
Who's gonna fall down?
Gonna fall down?
Come on.
All right. You can go ahead and toss in. This is 2 cups of rice. Get a wooden spoon. Move this around. It's much harder with one hand. Now I'm just gonna move that around until it's been a couple of minutes and it's mostly all toasted, but not necessarily showing that the rice grains are brown. So be back. All right, now I'm gonna add 4 cups of water, which I've got this on medium-high, probably a little bit higher. Well, it was on medium, I guess, if you want it higher. Now, some people say once you've added the water, basically, don't move it. Oh, be right back. All right, and I've got my caldo con sabor de pollo, Nor, and it's basically chicken flavor bouillon, as you can see. I just add some to the top. That was a little too much, so I pour some back. That's probably let's say a tablespoon and a half or so, maybe 2. Put that in, move it around. And then I taste the water. I always taste the water at this point. After I've mixed it, go ahead then and taste the water. It needs just a little bit more because it's still lacking a little bit of salt. Oop, not that much, definitely not. So where it was about a tablespoon and a half, maybe finishing it up, so about 2 tablespoons. I'm actually not gonna put all of it in there. One of my favorite things to do is to dice up some potatoes and put them in, which would require just a little bit more seasoning at that point because of the potatoes getting the salt. So I'm not doing that this time. I'm getting some frozen mixed veggies. So I just pour some in, about 1/4 of the bag. I'd already used some, so now I'm down to almost 1/4. I like a lot of veggies in mine.
There's our new awesome pot for tacos suaderos.
Okay, then I mix that around. Double check this amount of salt. Good. All right, so you have to wait until it boils. Once it's at a rolling boil, then you cover it and you turn it down to a simmer. So I'm gonna let it sit there and we'll be right back once it's at a rolling boil. What do you think, Naria?
You're done, babe.
You think the ribs are done?
Yeah.
Okay. David says they're done. Ooh, I don't know if you can see. Do you see what I see?
I don't want to leave them in there too much longer, else we're going to start right now.
You're fine now, Mochito. You're fine, hermoso.
See if it breaks on the bin test. You good? Ready?
Alright, we're just gonna cover them and keep them warm.
I don't want them drying out.
This is pretty close. David just turned off the oven so that way we're not wasting any extra gas and heat. Watching a pot boil, best thing ever, right? Feels like time goes by so quickly. Alright, so this is not yet quite ready. So even though it's boiling good on the sides, you have to wait until it's boiling throughout. And then you turn it down to a simmer. This is much more like it. We are almost there. See, now it's boiling everywhere. Okay, now we're just going to turn this down to a simmer. I'm going to cover it first.
Did it bend?
It's slightly bent, yeah. Okay, now it's covered. Put it down to a simmer. I do have it almost as low as I can get it. And then from there, we're going to now do a timer. We're gonna do, we're gonna do 15 minutes. Start, and then at 15 minutes, it should be perfect. All right, turn that off.
Yummy corn.
Okay. So there is still a little bit of liquid, probably because of it not being completely sealed. I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna cover this back up.
Fine, you can mix the corn.
I'm gonna give it 3 more minutes and we're gonna start serving everything up. All right, so this is after the extra 3 minutes and it is ready. So now we're going to plate up and eat. And here is the final product. Got some rice, of course our star of the meal, the ribs. Some corn, and some carrots for good measure. And we're going to eat this sucker right after the prayer.
Wait, so many bones. It's a bone.
Yes, it's okay. There's lots of carne too.
Why did you cut that one?
It's just one spicy.
Nope.
Why? Mom?
So if we wanted it to be fall off the bone, we would have left it in there all day or cooked it all night.
I don't.
But it's just as juicy.
Okay. The problem with fall off the bone is you don't get the pleasure of ripping the meat from the bone. But you gotta like it when you can rip it from the bone and the bone comes out clean.
Like a proper Neanderthal.
Alright.
How do you like the flavor?
It's not as bad as I was initially expecting because we added the cayenne.
Hot.
Hot as in spicy or hot as in just hot temperature?
Oh, just hot temperature for the rice.
Yeah.
Help me get the bones out.
Just eat them. It's all cartilage.
All right. And just so you can see me trying it too. Sorry about the lighting.
I do it. Mom, do it for me.
The cayenne did help.
For me. I eat it.
You just gotta bite it. See? Like that.
Hot and ow.
What'd you do out?
And the rice.
It's delicious but hot. And the corn is the best.
Say that again, babe.
Ouch.
Stab you in the heart.
You actually said corn is the best. That's the only thing we didn't do. That's how great we are.
All right. I give this.
Get all the bones out.
I give this a 9 out of 10. What do you think?
Pretty good, yeah.
I like it after all.
I give the corn and the rice a 100 out of 100. I do.
I mean, she's not a carne eater, so I guess.
So-
Yeah, she
like
doesn't
that.
like eat
Eat
very
the-
much. So when she does
Get
like it,
the
it's like a 10 out of
bones
10.
out.
Yeah, you're doing great. Okay,
Like
say
that.
bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Whoa, you have food in your mouth. Hermosa!
Ah, spin attacker,
Oh,
please,
yep.
sir.
There we go. Life of a mom. Somebody just took a bath and his hair is crazy. ¿Verdad, amor? Oye, hermosa.